Subscribe to both of my YouTube channels, Sharon Winbush and God is Sharon. Turn on notifications and share all videos. Press my name below this video and that will take you to my channel where you will find more videos on this subject and many others.
People like us are licks for these girls now. I mean, we're targets on every level, and half the time they'll set up a charge just for us to settle out, just so we don't deal with the embarrassment or go through the process of fighting it, because once you get that stigma, it's on you, whether you're innocent or guilty.
When you're a celebrity, you're a target. People come at you wanting what you have. They want the fame, they want the money, they want the celebrity. They just want the shine of being next to you as the star. And R. Kelly has been famous for 30 years. He's been a target. Young girls come around and they want to have sex with a celebrity, so they show fake ID. Parents want their daughters to get involved with the famous person to make the whole family rich and famous, so they will show fake ID and push their underage daughters on celebrities. And then you have people with shady backgrounds trying to get to celebrities, to steal their money, to do whatever they can to come up off of a celebrity. You have a lot of people out here looking for a way to come up, and their target is always a whale, somebody who is rich, famous, who has a lot to lose. So they are vulnerable. They are targets, and they are easily duped, just like the media. The media feels men should know a female's age. She shows you fake ID. You should do your homework. You should vet. But the media is duped all day, every day, and they show fake news consistently and then cover up the fact that they've put fake news out into the public. Here's an example. As easily as this reporter was conned with fake IDs, and he actually did an interview believing these three females are R. Kelly's sisters, and he didn't even bother to vet what they told him, is an example of how easily Robert and many other men are fooled by young females with fake ID. The interview was picked up by The Breakfast Club, who didn't bother to vet the story. The Shade Room, they didn't bother to vet the story, when everywhere you look it says Robert has one sister. Her name is Teresa. Ice Cream Combos ran with the story. The Neighborhood Talk ran with the story. Jennifer Bongine submitted her sentencing report, which is a legal document that was put together with PhDs and MDs, submitted to a federal court and a federal judge on June the 28th, 2020. On page 7, it states very clearly, about 6 months before his arrest, and it was actually 2 weeks, 2 women claiming to be his sisters asked him to take a blood test. Then if you go further into the document, it states Robert is the third of 4 children, younger brother Kerry, Bruce, his older brother, and his older sister Teresa. Any news reporter wanting to get accurate information has access to Pacer and could have easily verified who Robert Kelly's family is. Good Morning Britain actually ran a full story stating this is R. Kelly's family, and 3 women presented fraudulent ID. There is no verification that they are even related to R. Kelly, and they didn't even look in court documents, which all of them had access to on Pacer. They didn't even bother to look in Robert's book, and this reporter presented 3 fake women to the worldwide media as R. Kelly's sister. And they wonder how a Geronda Pace or an Azriel Clary or an Alice Clary got away with showing fake ID to Robert, and how Robert should have known better, when all of these people should have known better and not just take someone's word that they're someone's sister. They didn't even vet them. You had other news organizations also having them on, believing these are his sisters. They didn't vet them. They didn't look on Pacer. They didn't even do their homework. A simple Google search would have shown R. Kelly has one sister. Her name is Teresa. They did not bother to check. But they think Robert is in the wrong because several females showed him fake ID, pretending to be adults. And they are parading to the world fake sisters, people who have no relationship to Robert. But just because they said they were related, they aired an interview with them. Despite the fact that his attorney, Jennifer Bongine, stood in front of the entire press corps after the sentencing, spoke to the press, and said,
his abuser here today. He said that his sister abused him as he was a kid. He has 4 people here today. Yes, he has a number of friends here today. No, his sister is not here today. He's been estranged from her for quite some time. He has 2 brothers who are fully in support of him, who were also victims of sexual abuse in his household. So they are here in spirit, although not here personally.
Jennifer Bongine gave an interview to a press corps after sentencing and stated very clearly, R. Kelly's family is not here. The females parading as his sisters are standing right behind her. His attorney said he has one sister, Teresa. She's estranged. His family is not here. So we have many news organizations that ran with that fake story. Many of them put into the global atmosphere that Robert has 3 sisters that in a sentencing report he says he doesn't have. His lawyer said he doesn't have. And yet news media outlet after outlet after outlet ran with the story. They are as guilty as the people that they claim are not vetting females. They didn't vet these females. How do we reconcile that? What price should they pay? What's the legal cost for them for putting fake news into the global atmosphere?
It's handled. It's handled.